Hi, everybody. Matt Noyes, good to be with you. This is our pattern predictions video. So we give you the 14-day forecast in our app, right? But Danielle and I both feel like it wouldn't be right just to give you some numbers and say, there you go. So what we try and do is on every Monday, provide an overview of the pattern over the next 14 days, why the forecast looks the way it does. It helps to give some understanding of how things might change too. So look, we start out with really comfortable air. That's in place for us at the beginning of this week. That does go away for a bit. We cool down a bit as we head in toward the upcoming weekend, just after the July 4th holiday, although I don't know that we turn a lot less humid. We'll talk about that here in a second. And as we get out to next week, it's a lot of 80s that show up in the forecast, even starts to build again by the end of the 14-day period. At the surface, the weather setup is actually pretty simple in the beginning. You've got high pressure chock full of this comfortable air. It moves east. You've got a clockwise flow of wind around a high pressure. So you end up with a southwest wind by Wednesday. That's increasing the warmth and humidity for us. And then by Thursday, the chance of scattered showers and thunder goes up on the 4th of July. And look, it's going to stay elevated for a little while. And here's why. You've got these cold fronts dropping down out of Canada. They tend to weaken as they get to New England, but they still have a wind shift with them. And they still set up a battle with the warmth and humidity that wants to build in from the south. So you get this clash of air, and that increases the chance of showers and thunder. Again, it doesn't happen at first, right? You look at the jet stream, and we start out with a bit of a trough on Monday as of this recording because we're talking about what's going to end up being a couple of showers popping up, but really the jet stream starts to lift north for a bit. The interesting part is by the 4th of July, notice it's still very close. Remember, the jet stream is the fast river of air high in the sky that steers our storm systems and separates cool air to the north from warm to the south. So if you're near the jet stream, that raises your chance of showers and thunder because disturbances are traveling along the jet stream. That's what happens on the 4th of July. That's what happens going into this weekend. You never really get far away from the jet stream. And this also means that you never really get squarely into prolonged heat and humidity, not that deep summer heat that'll still be going on across the southeastern United States. Well, by the time we get to the middle of next week, you're still not into that, and the jet stream still nearby. This should lead to a prolonged pattern of increased shower and thunderstorm chances. You're going to see that in the forecast here in just a moment. Notice as we get out to next weekend, that troughing starts to pull away. That dip in the jet stream starts to pull away. Now you start to open the door to some of the deeper heat and humidity that can have a little bit more staying power. And that looks to be, again, as we get into about the middle of the month and probably the week that follows that. So when you put out the chance of precipitation, you get an elevated chance on a number of days, and you're going to see that in our app too. You'll see that increased chance of precipitation on a whole bunch of days. You'll say, how come? Now you know why, because we're very close to the jet stream, and that really does bring an increased chance of disturbances coming through. All right, a reminder, if you ever want to get the update on the 14-day forecast or track severe weather when it comes through, it's what our app's for. You can find it both on the Apple App Store and Google Play. It's hard to search on Google Play. Just go to onedegreeoutside.com. Click on the little logo that we have in the banner at the top of the page. That's the way things look for now. Monthly forecast coming up a little bit later on today.